every good finger blast I've ever heard of. Old school, E.T., cops and robbers, shotgun, Chinese finger torture, cigarette machine. They like that one, don't they, Bella? Cigarette machine. Oh, look for change in the payphone. Look for change in the payphone. Where, is that a nickel? You better get that nickel. Is that a nickel right there? What is that? I don't know. Maybe. Shocker, the next generation. The Vulcan, Nana. Fonzie, Cisco and Ebert, Sony PlayStation. The Boy Scout, on my honor, I would do my best to do my duty to God and my country and obey the scout. Shadow Puppet Dog. And third grade fortune teller. The big three that political correct people hang on to are African American, Mexican American, or Asian American, okay? Let's start with the big one, African American, all right? Okay. We got black people here. Any of y'all been to Africa? Where? Please. Okay. Kumale, yeah, yo, Zumba. All right, you might be African American. The rest of these people are black. The first Mexican I met was in 1982, June 17th, glorious day. I got a knock on the door, and there's a little Mexican fellow with his hat in his hand saying he'd mow my yard for $10. And I'm like, you goddamn right you will. All right? You come and do it next week, too. And why not? My mom paid me $20 to do it, you know? Figure I give him 10. I made 10. Now I'm a supervisor. This is awesome. There's not that much difference between white and black, okay? The truth of the matter is, it's rich and poor. Like where I grew up in Arkansas, there was no black or white. We're all broke, okay? What's your color? Poor, okay? You know? And that's the truth of the matter, you know? When you eat your cereal out of a Cool Whip bowl stained with chili or spaghetti sauce, does it really matter if you're black or you're white? You're broke. You're broke. If you're born in Mexico and now you're here, you're Mexican American, all right? Everybody else is just a Mexican. You ain't Hispanic, Latino, Chicano, the brown guy that mows our yard, none of that shit. Just a fucking Mexican. And by the way, I'm including Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and Cubans in that, just a Mexican shit. Those are Mexicans that can swim, that's all they are. I know Puerto Ricans always get mad. They, hey man, I'm Puerto Rican, man, you can't talk about my people like that, man, I'm Puerto Rican, man. First of all, dude, I knew you was Puerto Rican. I saw the flag on your neck. Come on. I knew your ass was Puerto Rican, all right. But calm down, Tito. I read his other necklace, okay? You can't act shocked that the Pope died, okay? He was old. That's what old people do. They die. I can understand people being sad, but the wave of shock? That's ridiculous. Look, folks, if I had a heart attack and died right now, you'd be sad. You wouldn't be shocked. You're like, hey, he's a fat bastard. That's what happens to fat bastards. Have heart attacks and died. He should have lost more weight on that show he did, you fat ass. Jesus Christ. Gentlemen, you know the number one reason they don't do it is our own hygiene, okay? Stinky, okay? That's the number one reason they don't. Girls, never allow this to be a problem for you. Attack your man when he comes out of the shower. Let me tell you something about your guy. Every guy in here washes his junk 3 times every shower. Soap, shampoo, conditioner, okay? When he comes out of the shower, he might not have touched his feet since 2002. His junk, spotless. Take the towel off of him, put the towel on the ground, place your knees on the towel, cushioning your knees, make it for a more ergonomically correct position. You got to take matters into your own hands, so to say. All right? Grab it, look up at him and go, I'm a dirty, naughty little girl. Yes, you are. I'm about to cover your face with enough DNA to film 3 episodes of CSI, you filthy animal. Oh, my God, is this hot. Sweet Jesus. If white people pick your fruits and vegetables, your salad's going to cost $97. You want a cheeseburger? $3.50. You want pickles on it? $12. Damn. Are those magic pickles? What the hell is going on? And then this white lady goes, I guess we'll get somebody else. And I'm like, who, ma'am? Who? I don't I guess black people. And I'm like, ah! I see some black guys about to stand up. Hold on, Playboys, I got this, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? I was like, ma'am, if you think you're getting black people back in the same fields they got out of 150 years ago, you're smoking crack, okay? I hate to break it to you, but you can't get a black man to go into a big backyard and pick a movie, much less a fruit or a vegetable. Gentlemen, in relationships, we tend to get complacent. And when that happens, we tend to take our women for granted. And when that happens, women don't feel sexy. If you want a wildcat in the sack, fellas, you got to make her feel sexy all day long. Women have to be adored, loved, pursued, desired, even inside of a relationship, okay? Every day. Gentlemen, that means foreplay begins when you wake up. You're waking up, you're taking your morning whiz, she's coming out of the shower, drying off, you know, her legs and that peach meat sneaking out the back. Grab that monkey, let her know she's alive, okay? Let her know she's alive. Stop, you're crazy. Get away from me, you're crazy. I'm a gorilla, bitch. You're lucky I don't have you bent over that sink looking at toothpaste stains. You're lucky. Stop, you're crazy. You made me crazy, woman. You're so sexy. I can't help myself. Stop. All right, and as soon as they're done, here come the three old ladies sweeping, mopping, dusting, washing everything down with that purple water, that Fabuloso or something like that. I don't know. That ain't from America. That stuff is bona fide. That gets off third world dirt. Like you got a cholera outbreak. You get that Fabuloso, Jack. That stuff cleans everything, son. It like punks out Mr. Clean like he's a bitch, okay? That Fabuloso is the real deal. Agua de Fantasimo. Boy, I call it ghost water. All right, because that's what it does. It'll strip paint, man, if you let it set on there too long. And these old ladies are cleaning everything. You're standing in the former shell of your house going, why are we moving? This is amazing. It was our crap that was messing this house up. So I was like, great, that sounds awesome. What are y'all gonna do? We're going on a 10-mile hike. And I'm like, what? 10 miles? Oh yeah, y'all raising money for cancer or something? 10 miles, okay, that does not sound like fun to me, okay? All right, if I'm going on a 10-mile hike, somebody's life is on the line, okay? Somebody close. Not just periphery friends, okay? I mean like close family, not even some of them, okay? If I'm walking 10 miles, either that or I'm being chased by a very slow monster, you know? I have a real hard time being afraid of a dude who's wearing a dress down below his knees and flip-flops. Okay, if you're dressed like my mama going down to Galveston Beach, I'm really not that afraid of you, you know what I'm saying? You kind of dress like a pussy, dude, you know what I mean? Maybe that's just the southern in me, but if I could stub your toe and put you out of the fight, I'm not really that afraid, okay? And she's like, no, fatty, we did not con black people to come to this country. We caught black people and stole them and brought them here. That's how we did it. We caught black people. And I'm like, ma'am, not for nothing. All due respect, we can't catch black people now, okay? Sorry, ma'am. You're telling me some pilgrim-looking son of a bitch ran through the jungle in those patent leather big buckle pilgrim shoes? He ran down Kunami, a Zulu warrior who can run 28 miles barefoot through lion country? I don't think so, ma'am. You can put your money on the guys from the cigar box. I'm gonna put my money on.
I bought a house. I bought a 2-bedroom house. But it's up to me how many bedrooms there are, though, isn't it? This bedroom has an oven in it. This bedroom has a lot of people sitting around watching TV. This bedroom is AKA a hallway. This bedroom's over in that guy's house. Sir, you have one of my bedrooms. Stay out. I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. I like to play blackjack. I'm not addicted to gambling. I'm addicted to sitting in a semicircle. My friend is a blackjack dealer, and on his forearm he has a tattoo of an ace and a jack. You see, I'm a blackjack player. On my forearm, I'm gonna get a tattoo of a 10 and a 2. And then maybe later a king. I think Bigfoot is blurry. That's the problem. It's not the photographer's fault. Bigfoot is blurry. And that's extra scary to me because there's a large, out-of-focus monster roaming the countryside. One time a guy handed me a picture of me. He said, here's a picture of me when I was younger. Every picture is of you when you were younger. Ain't that about time someone said that? I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. I got into an argument with a girlfriend inside of a tent. That's a bad place for an argument, because then I tried to walk out and slam the flap. How are you supposed to express your anger in this situation? Zipper it up really quick. I like an escalator, man, because an escalator can never break. It can only become stairs. All right. There would never be an escalator temporarily out of order sign. Only an escalator temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience. I play golf. I'm not good at golf. I never got good. I never got a hole-in-one, but I did hit a guy. And that's way more satisfying. You're supposed to yell 4, but I was too busy mumbling, there ain't no way that's gonna hit him. I went to the doctor. All he did was suck blood from my neck. Do not go see Dr. Acula. I think Bigfoot is blurry. That's the problem. It's not the photographer's fault. Bigfoot is blurry. And that's extra scary to me because there's a large, out-of-focus monster roaming the countryside. Is a hippopotamus, or a really cool hippopotamus? I played in a death metal band. People either loved us or they hated us, or they thought we were okay. A lot of death metal bands have intense names like Rigor Mortis, or Mortuary, or Obituary. We weren't that intense. We just went with Injured. Later on, we changed it to Acapella as we were walking out of the pawn shop. I was at a casino. I was standing by the door. And a security guard came over and said, you're going to have to move. You're blocking the fire exit. As though if there was a fire, I wasn't going to run. If you're flammable and have legs, you are never blocking a fire exit. Whenever he would knock on my wall, I knew he wanted me to turn my music down, and that made me angry because I like loud music. So when he knocked on the wall, I'd mess with his head. I'd say, go around. I cannot open the wall. I don't know if you have a doorknob on the other side, but over here there's nothing. When I wear t-shirts, I can only wear V-necks because my neck is very fragile. I cannot wear a regular neck shirt, it hurts. And I especially hate turtlenecks. Like wearing a turtleneck is like being strangled by a really weak guy. All damn day. Like if you wear a turtleneck and a backpack, it's like a weak midget trying to bring you down. I bought a donut and they gave me a receipt for the donut. I don't need a receipt for a donut. I'll just give you the money, you give me the donut. And the transaction. We don't need to bring ink and paper into I I just cannot imagine a scenario where I'd have to prove that I bought a donut. Some skeptical friend, don't even act like I didn't get that donut. I got the documentation right here. Oh wait, it's back home in the file, under D, for donut. We all know what D is. You know when you go to a restaurant on the weekends, it gets busy, so they start a waiting list, they start calling out names. They say like, Dufresne, party of two. Table ready for Dufresne, party of two. And if no one answers, they'll say the name again. Dufresne, party of two. But then if no one answers, they'll just go right on to the next name. Bush, party of three. Yeah, but what happened to the Dufresnes? No one seems to care. Who can eat at a time like this? People are missing. You people are selfish. The Dufresnes are in someone's trunk right now with duct tape over their mouth. And they're hungry. That's a double whammy. We need help. Bush, search party of three. You can eat once you find the Dufresnes. Show on TV, they catch a fish, but then they let it go. They don't want to eat the fish, but they do want to make it late for something. Where were you? I got caught. No, you didn't. Let me see the inside of your lip. I had a box of Ritz crackers, and on the back of the box of Ritz crackers, I had all these suggestions as to what to put on top of the Ritz. So try it with turkey and cheese. Try it with peanut butter. Oh, come on, man, they're crackers. That's why I got them. I like crackers. Now, there ain't no suggestion. Put a Ritz on top of Ritz. I didn't buy them because they're little edible plates.
Hey, man, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with us today here on Tube Squatch. You could have been anywhere else on the internet, probably watching a raccoon ride a skateboard or a baby dance to some pit bull song. But you chose to be here, and that means something. Let me know down there in the comments what part hit you the hardest, or made you spit out your drink. I read all them things, even the weird ones. YouTube says they know you're going to like that next video down below. I don't know how they know, but I trust that algorithm like it's my cousin working at the DMV. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe, and join the Squatch fam. We're out here in the woods of the web, keeping it weird and wild. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay legendary, stay squatchy.